NASCAR has seen its share of women in the sport over the years, but mostly as window dressing in victory lane. In the 50s, women like Louise Smith and Ethel Flock Mobley drove and even won races on NASCAR's minor circuits. But through the 60s and 70s, women all but disappeared from the track. Janet Guthrie did make 33 starts between 1976 and 1980. But the ensuing years have seen women far more as spectators than as active participants.
There's the old argument of, women aren't physically strong enough. They can't drive by the edge of their seat. They have motherly instincts. All these things that people want to throw into the mix. And I feel that it comes down to the opportunities that women have not had.
It used to be not too long ago that women couldn't even go through the garage area. Much less drive the race cars or own the race cars or work on the race cars.
Leilani Munter is determined, one way or another, to make it in car racing. No special favors, no head starts. All she wants is to get her foot in the door anywhere and take off. She's trying to break through in the ARCA division, but is struggling to find sponsorships. So she's turned her attention to Indy racing.
The bigger teams and the more successful teams are opening up to the idea of having a woman in their car, and I think that's partially because they're seeing that marketing-wise there's a whole untapped resource of female products who could be advertising.
While NASCAR says that 40% of its fans are female, there are no women driving at the top level.
Tell your mom and dad to buy you a go-kart.
But the door has opened in recent years to the possibility.
Hi, Leilani. Nice to meet you.
It is difficult for women a little bit more because there are so many eyes on you, because usually you're the only girl. And you have that stereotype of, is she here to drive, or is she just here because she's cute and somebody wants to use her as a publicity stunt. I did have a driver once and kind of get in my face and yell at me. He was really angry because one of the TV networks had come down to interview me. And he kind of was like, I've been racing here for 10 years, and I've never had them come down here and interview me. What's so special about you?
There are still some old school doubters. Richard Petty openly expressed his feelings in 2006 when he said women shouldn't be in racing because they can't compete with men.
It disappoints me that he said that. There's so many people that look up to Richard Petty. I look up to Richard Petty. But, I guess you have to just chalk it up to a generational difference,
I love Richard. He's a very good friend, and I respectfully disagree with him.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually really happy. I know the results don't show it. But
will there be a female in the Cup Series that comes along that will be competitive and perform on that level? I really think it'll happen. I don't think it's in the next 2 years, but I think it'll be in the next 5 years. Because guess what? Women are on the move in this sport. They're over the wall. There's engineers behind the scenes. The women are here, and they're going to stay, and they're going to do even greater things in the sport.